Yes. The mic is not on. Joy,
Ma?
can you hear him? He's asking you a question.
I can't hear him because the mic on the platform he is using is muted, so I can't hear him, but I can hear you.
Okay, you can ask again because the mic is on.
Is it on now? Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Thank you. So the last question I asked was that the commencement date for the employment, the letter was dated 15th of May 2020, but the commencement date is 20th of May 2020.
That is correct.
Yes.
You resigned your employment on the 30th of September 2020.
Was asked to resign on the 30th of September after I was logged off impromptu from the system.
My lord, I believe the witness has
It's my first examination, my lord. I want to make
the way
something
she pleases, the way she wants to respond.
No, it's not the way she wants to
No,
respond.
actually, it does. It is. She has the right to explain.
Allow you to.
No, I'm finished. I'm just telling you.
But both of us are not discussing at the same time.
Yeah.
My lord, cross-examination is not for her to give the examination in chief. I ask specific questions. You answer that question. That's where you save my time and save that of the court. If I ask you a specific question, I ask you, she has tendered before this court a letter of resignation. She has explained the circumstances for that resignation in her own pleadings. I'm asking you, when was the day you tendered that resignation? And I mentioned a specific date. If that's the date, you say yes. You need another question.
Yes.
My lord,
And
My
she
lord,
answered.
the letter of resignation you tender
My lord, the witness
it was
has.
on 30th of September 2020. Is that correct?
My lord,
I was asked to resign on that day. I
You're
was
not required
forced
to
to
answer that
resign.
question anymore. You have answered your question.
My lord, I don't.
Counselor, I won't take this today. I don't want to take this. Both of you are not, you are not junior lawyers. Please, let us conduct this as
My lord, I've not
adults.
done anything untoward. I spoke to the court. He is the one who is addressing me.
I know where you are going to, because she said she was forced to resign. And unknown to you, this court records everything that everybody says. Later we can sift it and take the ones that are a surplus.
It's clear. He has put it in his pleadings. I don't see any.
And I also
I've spent about 20 years doing this, and I've not seen a day where my colleague will tell me the line of questioning I will ask and I will not ask.
you have the right to question, but there is a limit to the time.
And the side talks.
Time for the cross-examination is limited. Please, it cannot exceed at most 40. Counsel is not listening to me.
Stop, please.
I said 40 minutes. I said 40 minutes.
He's speaking like 5 minutes. I just want to do this thing quickly.
No, you really thought that you were facing him.
Well, may we have the exhibit so I can be showing her, so that it won't cost.
I would just like to note that counsel asked me if I'm normal.
When was that?
You just asked me.
What did you tell me before that?
What did I tell you? Please say
He said, "Come on, come to me, come to me."
Because you're coming to me like I said you want to address me.
Where am I coming to you? I'm talking to the court. I don't know what. you, but it's not my business, please.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be generated. We're officers of the court. We're officers of the court, for goodness sake.
We are all here. Joy is there. All our staff in Abuja, they are watching this.
Please
Let us respect ourselves.
I've not said anything bad to the witness or anybody.
I will let you know.
No, I just hope you didn't say, "Are you normal?" You cannot say, "Are you
Let me
normal?"
ask a question like this, madam. What I insist is this. What was the last day you worked for the defendant? Is it clear?
I was forced to resign. I did not want to resign from the job. I was forced to resign. They logged me off the system. I went home, I checked, and they forced me to resign. They called me that morning and they told me to resign. So you can't tell, you're asking me what was the last day. I was forced. It wasn't my intention. I was forced.
When was that? When did you work last for the defendant?
So now you're saying I should have said yes or no. But that is not the case. If I say yes or no, that means I am accepting that I resigned on my own. But that's not the case. I was forced to resign on the 30th of September.
Please, sorry, please. That is not my question. What I want to find
out. Sorry, Mr. Memo.
No, Memo. This is
Ebuka. Please. I know you will talk to Joy. You know how cross-examination is conducted. When last did you work for the defendant? She should tell us the date, not saying that she was forced to resign. All these things are already on record. Why is she doing that? We're not here to trash out the way she went away. Let her answer exactly the question that she's being asked. It will help us because these 40 minutes are quickly running off.
Why the witness is answering that way? Because she's making a case of constructive dismissal. So if
but you, Mr. Kaya, you are more than able to represent her in that capacity. You can make that case for her. It is not for her to start making it here under cross-examination. I know you. You will not leave any stone unturned. So tell her to answer the question. Exactly.
That question could be rephrased. I think I'll ask the witness. Witness, when were you forced to resign? I think that.
No. What type of question is that? We have already recorded that she was forced to resign. But when was the last day?
Yes, after the question.
30th of September 2020, ma'am.
What date, please, again?
30th of September 2020.
So, it means that you worked for the defendant for about 4 months.
That's correct.
Yes.
By your contract of employment, Exhibit C4, your employment was subject to a 6 months probation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Hello, Joy. He's asking you a question.
I heard him and I said, yes, that is what it is in every employment with the NGO. What did you say?
You say it is correct.
You say?
You explain for that.
You say that.
What else did you say, please?
No, I didn't hear the question.
The question was Exhibit C4.
Yes, that's the contract of employment. Yes.
Provide that her employment was subject to a 6 months probation. Witness, I'm asking about your own employment. I'm not talking about employment generally. Your own employment.
I answered you and I said yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes. So what it means is, as of the time of the cessation of your employment, you were still under probation.
It doesn't work that way with the NGO.
As of the time your employment.
The probation starts after 6 months, not on the first 6 months.
As the time
you also have to speak slowly so that the court will hear you. But let the counsel ask his question, and then and respond slowly so that the court will capture your evidence.
Okay.
In a long time.
So, as of the time your employment came to an end, you have not served that 6 months probation. That's the question.
No, that's not the case.
You just answered before now that you worked for 4 months.
I worked for 4 months. I worked for 4 months, but that is not the case when it comes to NGO practice.
Thank you very much.
They have said that a contract of employment.
6 months. Yes, ma'am.
And you can all report of the dates we resign.
As court pleases. We are grateful for your lordship guidance. Well, yes, we have. In that Exhibit C for your contract of employment, it is provided that the purpose of the probation is for either party to determine satisfactory performance, and that during that period, either party may terminate this agreement. What is your answer?
It's not correct.
As court pleases, documents speak for themselves. Now, during that period, prior to your leaving employment, you were placed on performance improvement plan.
Let me explain to you how this works. I was a key staff.
Please, these are facts.
No, it's a fact, and I want to explain to you.
Correct or wrong?
No, you can't tell me, you can't say whether it's correct or wrong, because that would be putting me under duress to say things that are not correct.
Witness, please answer the question, then you can then explain. Answer the question. Will you please?
That is not correct, because he's putting me under a place that I'm going to, where you're wanting me to accept things that you're making me accept things that are not true. And I want to explain myself.
She was not placed on PIP and satisfied with that answer.
You are putting me under duress, and you're making me want to accept things that are not. If you would only allow me to explain the way this thing goes.
Witness, I'm sorry, it's not my intention to put you under any duress. I'm just trying to do my own work. I'm just trying to ask you some specific questions, and you are free to.
The specific questions you are asking me, you're telling me to say yes or no. And yes or no will not explain the real situation of things.
Thank you. You are unable to answer yes or no. I think I can move to the next question. In this matter, the defendant actually informed you that they intend to terminate your employment. They expressly informed you so.
Are facts that we alluded to and admitted, and we said.
Let her answer it now.
You also agreed that so PIP.
Yes.
Why does she have problem answering me?
These are facts that we have alluded and have been pleaded. I don't see any reason for this line of questioning.
Somebody has been calling you. I was called you 2 times. I wanted you to know, but I didn't see it.
Already pleaded. These are facts and evidence that she has already admitted to. So why is it cross-examining now on those questions that are already that?
My worries are just that the time he's utilizing to ask the questions that are already pleaded and admitted has eaten into your time for cross-examination.
My Lord. My Lord, and I will explain why. The reason for that is actually, that is the cost of the matter. The whole case he brought before the court was that the PIP was meant to discriminate against her.
Okay.
That is what angered her. And it was the PIP that led to termination. And we wanted to explore the circumstances that led to those things coming in place. And if I can't ask her questions on things that are on pleadings, is it to the moon? I'm going to go and fetch questions to ask her.
He has already just said that she said she was put on PIP. And he was already asking her, were you put on PIP? My Lord.
A witness of truth will say yes.
Since it is already pleaded and you have your final written address, like I always say.
My Lord, her case is constructed dismissal. And I'm trying to explore how she left. It's very essential to our case. And I'm asking her that the defendant asked her, informed her. They were not hiding it. They told her openly that they will terminate her.
No, that's not what happened. You are putting words in my mouth. That was not what happened. They logged me off the system before they called me that morning and forced me to resign on a 2-line page. That is not what happened. That's not what happened. They didn't inform me that they were going to terminate me.
Thank you for the answer. In your witness statement on oath before the court, you testified that when you were informed that you are going to be terminated.
I was not informed I was going to be terminated. Please stop using those words. I was not informed. I was logged off the system. The next morning, they told me to resign. I was not informed. I was a key staff. They used my CV to bid for this activity. They had known the process of me getting this employment.
Thank you.
And I had to go through a series of classification before I was selected and approved by USAID. I have worked for 14 years.
Please allow the counsel to
Yes.
My Lord, yes. You alleged discrimination from a certain Bola Dale, right? Don't know whether I get it correct. You alleged discrimination, that you were discriminated against.
Yes.
Was it on the basis of your gender, religion, race? What was the basis?
It was the basis of the work.
Hello? I didn't hear that.
It was on basis of the work.
Okay.
Yes.
It is this same discrimination that you allege that led to your resigning your employment. And it's for that same reason.
I was forced to resign, yes. Let me even add to the resignation that, sorry, sir, I want to say something. I want to explain something to you. Just like you said, I should say yes or no and explain. Now, I would explain this to you, that when I was forced to resign, the right process is to write to USAID and let them know before I resign. But that didn't happen. They forced me to resign. I was the person that had to write to USAID to let them know.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fine. Whenever the question is put to you, please respond and explain accordingly, right?
Okay.
Do you understand? Otherwise,
okay.
Your time for it. So you put a question to you and respond. Then you can then explain. Do you understand?
If it is necessary.
And if the court permits you. If it is necessary and if the court permits you.
So this discrimination also formed the basis of a panel set up by the defendant, which looked into the matter and found no merit in it.
I don't understand that. Could you repeat it?
There was a panel set up by the defendant to look into these allegations of discrimination. Is that correct?
The panel was just one-sided. I was alone.
Now, coming to that, I just want you to establish it was set up and they looked into this matter.
They didn't look into the matter. They just discussed. That was all. The matter was not looked into. They only just had a discussion and came with the conclusion that wanted to favor the organization, because the people that were there were all the people that were hired by the organization, and you don't expect them to talk against the organization.
Thank you very much. When you resign, you actually ask for 1 month. You actually gave 1 month notice, which you wanted to serve out, but you were not allowed to do so.
When I was forced to resign, the right thing to do in my capacity as an M&E lead was to ask for 1 month notice, because I was a key staff. I'm coming to it, sir. Because of the way I was asked to resign, the right thing to do in my capacity as the lead of the M&E team was to take 1 month notice for them to bring in somebody else to replace me. But that did not happen. They said no. They wanted me to leave on the same day because I was forced to resign.
My question is this: in that your resignation, which you have tendered before this court, you asked for 1 month notice. You gave 1 month notice.
I asked for 1 month notice, but they turned it down. They told me to rewrite the resignation.
Please.
They told me to rewrite the resignation, and I should not ask for 1 month notice. And that was wrong.
Yes, they told me to resign, and I should not ask for 1 month notice.
No.
I wrote that letter 2 times. The first time I wrote it, I asked for 1 month notice, which is the right thing to do because I was a key staff. They refused. They sent it back to me and said I should resign on the last day, which I did. Everything I did was what they asked me to do.
Witness, please, I keep reminding you to speak slowly, because the court is recording.
Allow me to do my cross-examination, sir. Please.
Please.
I'm begging, please. Let me do my cross-examination.
You're doing it now, but I'm not
please. No, don't help me, please. 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 You are the one who have problem with me. I don't have problem with you.
Yes.
But the first time I met you, we became friends. I don't know what happened over time. So, you tendered before the court, Exhibit C14. Is your own document. Say, this is to formally resign my position as MELRL lead, blah, 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 effective from 1st October 2020 with a 1-month notice. Was this your resignation?
The resignation, yes, that was the resignation I wrote.
Thank you very much.
They asked me to write, and they did not acknowledge it.
It's fine with me. Thank you. That's your resignation. That's what I wanted to get.
It was my resignation, but it was not acknowledged. And the reason is that 1-month notice is the right way of resignation as a key staff and a lead on the project.
So,
honestly, that's the problem, because she will say something and she will say it again. She had answered that it was effective from the 1st of October?
30th of September, ma. 30th of September, ma.
30th of September.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then it starts effectively from 1st of October then.
Oh, so what I did was when they told me to resign on that 30th of September, I had asked for a 1-month notice from that 30th of September to be able to resign the last day on the 30th of October. But they refused and said they were terminating that same 30th of September.
What month notice to say? Okay. Yes.
So, the Bola Dale that you complained so much against for discriminating against you.
The what?
Bola Dale, that was the person she alleged that was discriminating against her. All the information you relied on to come to that conclusion, including the fact that you alleged that she said she was going to get rid of you. And she don't like you. She didn't like you. These are all information you got from other sources, like one Mr. Ifeanyi and one Mr. Temple. They relate to you what Bola Dele allegedly said to them.
She didn't say it to them. She sent it as text messages to them, and the text messages are right there in front of you.
The text messages that are here, you are taking over my work. I want to take over my lost work too.
This Bola Dele, is it one word?
Yes, it's one word, my lord.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. There were not accusations. There are text messages that justified the fact that Bola Dale said she was going to get rid of me, both to Ifeanyi Okekeraku and to Temple Jaga, who were both my superiors from other organizations.
Yes, the Temple you made reference to, you exchanged several WhatsApp messages with him, which we refer to in your witness statement. Is that correct?
Yes.
In those messages, he offered you his opinion about Bola Dale.
There was nothing like that. I can't remember seeing anything like that. But one of the statements he made was, I needed to be very careful with her because she is trying to get rid of me.
He needed what?
That she said, he told me I needed to be very careful because Bola Dale was trying to get rid of me. I was posing as a threat to her. One of the reasons is because my educational qualifications were more than hers.
So that answers the question.
Yes. So, Mr. Temple have known the Bola Dale more than you for him to be able to give you an opinion about her. That is correct.
Well, I can't say. We've all worked in the same NGO space for so many years, so I can't answer that for both of them.
Okay. In that same communication with Mr. Temple, you stated on 2nd of June 2020 by 6:42 p.m. I know that because she was very nice. We are talking about the same Bola Dale. So she was very nice at first when I resumed.
You're cutting off the statement from the middle. There was a conversation that happened for it to get to that statement that you have just read.
Because if they want to select and choose what is favorable for me.
That's what cross-examination does.
Yes, you took the statement from the middle, sir. You took the statement from the middle.
Sir.
I will protect myself.
My lord, I'm talking to my lord, and my lord, I'm sorry if I read what I'm saying is that he's saying that I cannot be asking the witness things that are favorable to me.
No, I said
yes, you took the statement from the middle, and I can revert to what the conversation was.
Lifting the statements from the.
He lifted the statement from the middle. There were conversations that happened before that statement when he was complaining.
The one that favors you, you lifted it from the
document. Sir, I bet you lifted that statement from the middle.
On the court.
You lifted the statement from the middle. You did not start from the beginning where the complaints were being made. And when I noticed a change of her behavior towards me, and then I said, yes, I know this because initially when I started the work, she was nice to me, and then she suddenly changed towards me and was cutting me off meetings. You lifted the statement from the middle, sir.
In fact, what we have just said, that's what I want you to confirm to the court.
You lifted the statement from the middle. It was due to the complaints that were going on that statement was being made. You're trying to confuse me. That statement was lifted from the middle, sir. You're trying to confuse me to say something that is not. I am sorry about it.
Thank you. So, on the same conversation with Mr. Temple, on the 2nd June 2020, Mr. Temple told you about Bola Dale. I'm sure you will enjoy it. That is working with there. She is straight, but firm. That was how he described her to you. She is straight.
So what are you asking me?
Is that a question?
That does not.
I don't understand the question. What are you asking me? It's a conversation. Stop picking things from the middle. You're picking things from the middle, sir, to confuse me. And this is a clear case of confusion. You're confusing me. You can't be picking statements from the middle of conversations and asking me and making me look like I don't know what I'm saying.
Counsel, how many more questions do you have?
I would actually have many, but it is a Herculean task. Now, witness.
Yes, it is. So please, Ma,
I
want to throw out. Could I take a minute to throw out, please?
We can give an adjournment and come back another day.
No, then let me sit down because some of your questions are confusing me. Your questions are confusing me. You're picking questions from the middle of somewhere and you're asking me, you're trying to make me look bad, and that is unfair.
Witness, let me bring to your attention. It is the job of the cross-examiner to give you back. It's also your job to also respond to the question truthfully, accurately, and I will also object where the questions have no relevance or it's not in cognizance with the law. I will object. I will do my. Please answer the question. You understand?
I have answered the questions, but that one he's asking me, I don't know anything about it. It's a blank question that does not have basis. It doesn't have a yes or a no. There is no reference to anybody, whether there was a name there or not name for him to ask me about it.
He has the right to ask you any question.
I don't know the answer to that particular question because he just picked it from the middle of the statement. So I don't know. I don't have some of the conversations right here in front of me. So I will not know.
Joy.
Ma.
Look, I don't like the way you're going in this.
The way the counsel is talking to me, he's making me look like a liar. I don't like it. I feel like crying.
Do you think we think you're a liar? Making you look like a liar before who? Is it me? I'm here to find out the facts about this case.
I'm sorry, ma. Thank you very much.
Just answer the question.
Okay,
when you break down like this, you have just done what he wants you to do. I don't think if he wants to make you look like a liar, it is part of his strategy to win his case. And now, counsel,
thank you,
please.
I will round up very soon, man. Upon your resignation, you were paid 1 month's salary in lieu of notice. You were also paid terminal benefits. Is that correct?
I wasn't paid terminal benefits. I was only paid 1 month's salary.
You were not paid 2 million naira as terminal benefits?
No. I have my bank statement. I was not paid. I was only paid 1 month in lieu of resignation, of being forced to resign.
Thank you. You see, I'm not trying to make you look bad. When I ask you a question, once you answer and satisfy with it.
Yes.
Your actual grievance, the actual problem between you and the defendant, started when your visa application was rejected by the UK embassy. That was what angered you. That was where all this started.
Yes.
Yet,
Yes.
the investigation, you tendered a police report that came out of your report to the state CID. It was in respect of that allegation.
Yes.
Let the witness answer.
That line of questioning.
Why? Well, this can happen. You are trying to prepare the witness for the question I just answered. The witness about even said she can't answer.
I have the right to object.
No.
I have the right to object. Counsel of 20 years. Please let me object. People.
Object to what exactly?
I need to any out.
That I cannot ask a question in cross-examination?
That's your line of questioning, sir. There are Supreme Court authorities to that effect. My Lord, this is a report that speaks for itself. He has just mentioned that this police report was from the state CID. My Lord, this police report was from Alagon. My Lord, this document speaks for itself. The council is not allowed.
And those before the court.
They have right to infuse words that were not in that report. My Lord, the authorities to this effect.
Authorities. My Lord, there's a limit to what somebody can actually stomach.
I'm on my feet.
Because the other lawyers in court as well. How can a lawyer tell me that there are authorities to the effect that I cannot ask questions on a document that he himself has tendered before the court?
No, I'm just thinking that because the nature of this cross-examination, that we can go straight to the question instead of having to repeat what is already on record. And then we can go straight to the question that attacks whatever is on record. That's what I'm saying.
The witness that cannot answer as to what is on record, can that witness answer as to what? And the lawyer is
Excuse
saying,
me, did you ask a question? Sir, hello, sir. Hello, sir. Did you ask me a question?
Joy, don't come in.
Objection was simple. He said the report from the state guy was evidence that you don't know this. That's a misleading question.
What, my Lord, what the counsel is actually doing is that he's answering the questions that are intended for the witness. So, witness, before your lawyer interrupt me again, you made this report to state CID in Panti. That was when you reported this case. Is that correct?
I reported the case at the state CID.
Panti. Yes. Thank you.
And when I reported the case at the state CID, you said I can say yes or no and explain. So I want to explain.
Actually, satisfied with your answer. I don't need any explanation.
Oh, no, I need to explain. Since you said I could say yes or no and explain, right?
What is she explaining? What? That she made the report to CID Panti.
I wonder.
Is it Panti or something? It is before the court.
Okay, ma.
To your knowledge, the defendant was not charged with any crime as a result of that investigation.
Just answer yes or no.
Was that a question? Hello, sir. Was that a question? I don't understand it.
You can repeat it for him.
Madam, I say, to your knowledge, the defendant was not charged with any criminal offense, any crime, any criminal offense with respect to that investigation.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just know that I reported the case and the case was transferred to the federal CID.
Thank you.
And I remember they wanted to detain her, and there was a lot of drama going on that day. Her husband had to come. So I don't understand you saying that, to my knowledge, there was, I mean, that was all I know. I went on a road trip all the way from Abuja to Lagos.
Another one, because I've finished recording.
Ask her, please. You refer to the reason for the rejection of your visa, which was part of what was the whole issue. You refer to that reason for the rejection of your visa.
Refer to what reason, sir?
No, don't worry. I want to find the exact exhibit. My lord, just a moment.
Well, if she did, it's on record.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's on record, but what the exhibit states is different from what the oath states. So we have the right to ask the witness question on that, if Ebuka will permit.
No, it's not about him. Like,
I'm referring to BC 23. Your grievance was that the defendant misrepresented that you were not employed by them.
Yes.
However, your own document, which came from the embassy, allegedly came from the embassy because it's unsigned. In that document, the reason they gave you is this: that calls made to the company headquarters in London have confirmed that you no longer work for DAI Nigeria. That you no longer work for DAI Nigeria. That was the reason they gave you. They did not say you never worked for DAI Nigeria. They say you no longer work for DAI Nigeria. Do you recall this in your document? The witness is answering now.
There were different things that were written on that document. You just picked out one. The UK office were not the people that signed my contract. My contract was signed by the lead, Judith Ogedegbe or so, was signed in Lagos. Now the UK embassy has the contact of the people in the UK who they called, and they confirmed from Judith. It is written there, and Judith said she did not know me. The application of that visa.
I don't know what you're doing.
In September.
Really know what you're doing.
Yes, I don't need all these answers, and I can't just ask her to stop so that I don't have.
But you're asking me questions from the middle. You are not asking me the questions based on what is there.
I think at this stage, we have to stop this proceeding. Ebuka, please, you have to talk at length with Joy. Yes, because now I can, my record is not very clean. We said this and we see this, we said this and we said that. It's not good. So maybe we stop at this juncture. Yes, we stop at this juncture. Registrar, give me that.
No, but I don't know if I believe he's almost done, except he has a lot to stomach. Wanted to stomach. He can't stomach things for me.
I don't have any problem with it. I don't know why
you just have a talk with Joy, then counsel.
Yes, my lord.
Of course, you know what you want from this case.
Yes, my lord.
You will extract what you want.
My lord,
you're saying that from the bar. 10 minutes.
Finish now, so that we can start them.
You're also overdoing the court.
No, I'm overdoing the
Mr. Nemo.
Yes, my lord.
Are you saying that if I give you 10 minutes now, you will conclude?
I would like to take that 10 minutes another day because, my lord, there's actually a certain amount of decorum that proceedings in court, so that myself I'll be able to maintain that decorum, and then everybody involved.
Okay. Yes.
Will also be able to do this.
Yes. Okay. Do you have only one witness? No, after this.
I have a subpoena that I've just filed.
Okay.
So
maybe before then you get the person. Yes. After 10 minutes, you now put the. How do you stand on that date?
My lord, on the witness, so that on that day we can be able to make progress without any interruption.
No, that's what he's going to talk to her.
Okay. No, I mean the supreme witness, whether
okay. No, he will bring the supreme witness.
Okay. He's not filing statement on oath.
No. What type of subpoena? To testify or to? Okay.
I will file along the statement of oath. By the rules of the NIC, I'm allowed to file a statement of oath. But if also wants to speak orally, I'm sure the evidence access you can just come and testify orally. But I know that the NIC requires that the subpoena witness should file alongside subpoena witness.
Yes. Okay.
So that's essentially what we want to confirm. So that if we have that statement on oath before the day, we'll be able to cross-examine the witness. Ask up, please.
So that is when?
So 15th March. What date? It's fine with us. It's always in the afternoon.
Okay. The trial. But I'm not sure on the
18th of
March.
18th of March. My lord is convenient.
Or the 15th of March. It's a Friday.
No, 18 is better.
So at this stage, this matter is adjourned to the 18th day. Continuation of faith. Yeah. You people watching you will think you're enemies, but you're best of friends.
But why is this, this anyway? Thank you very much, Ma.
All right.
Have a good day, Ma.
Thank you. Joy, please listen.
Ma, I can't hear you. Oh God. It's muted.
I know, and I need to listen to you.
Ma,
Otherwise, she'll be spoiling her case by trying to prove everything by herself. Okay. Oh. The culture rights.
Okay, my love.
Mm.